We mentioned at the start of this video series that Twitter was perhaps one of the most flexible tools for social media marketing. If you just do everything we've covered so far, then you'll have a powerful social media account that will grow rapidly, especially if you combine the strategy with great quality content and some creative ideas. But to get the very most out of Twitter, you should also consider some of its other features. For instance, Twitter advertising and reputation management. Twitter is a powerful tool for public relations because it gives you a direct means of communication with your audience. This in turn means that you can control the way your brand is seen, and it even allows you to respond to comments, criticisms, and bad reviews. One aspect of this is the power of reputation management. Reputation management is a service provided by many online agencies that changes the way your brand is seen by people researching it online for the first time. This involves the process of responding to reviews and encouraging positive feedback, but it can also mean responding to comments and discussions about your brand. This aspect can be handled very easily on Twitter. To find mentions of your brand on Twitter, you can simply search for it using Twitter's built-in search tool. Hootsuite can do this even better, as can using Twitter's advanced search option. Either way, you can now see when someone is talking about you on Twitter, and this gives you the opportunity to respond. Make sure that you write something positive and not defensive or retaliatory, even if it's responding to something negative. Also, don't ignore the positive comments you receive. Instead, consider favoriting the comment, which might get you a new follower, or respond to them and thank them for the mention. You can do the same thing by responding to reviews and putting forward your own point of view. Do be careful not to unnecessarily attract more attention to bad press, though. It's a fine line to walk. In fact, there are lots of ways that Twitter can have the opposite effect of the one you want when it comes to your reputation management and public relations. There are countless examples of celebrities and even businessmen and women saying things on Twitter and other social media channels that make them look out of touch, petty, or stupid. Don't let this happen to you. Follow these 5 points. 1. Don't be negative about other brands and don't pick fights. 2. If you are the face of a professional brand, try not to be opinionated on divisive topics. 3. Stay away from politics and religion unless you feel very strongly. This is a risk you may still decide to take. 4. Research your facts and make sure that you know what you're talking about. 5. Avoid sweeping statements. If you're struggling to get momentum naturally on Twitter, then you can always pay for a little bit of a jump start. Twitter advertising is called promoted tweets, and this means you'll be able to pay to get your tweet seen by a wider audience. Your tweet will then be seen by more people, though the audience will still be specifically targeted to ensure they're relevant to your niche. You can schedule the tweet, in a similar manner to Buffer, so that it will appear at a specific time of day and will not be shown to your followers unless you want it to be. Of course, you can use Twitter advertising to directly sell a product, but very often it can be used simply to get more people to start following you. This is a great way to get more people to become aware of your brand, and while ROI might be slow in coming, it can be an effective way to attract people you might otherwise not be able to reach. For more advanced marketing, though, Facebook ads are far more flexible and powerful, as is Google AdWords. As your social media accounts and blogs should be working synergistically, you might do better to advertise in these places rather than directly on Twitter itself. In the final video of this series, I'll help you put together a Twitter strategy you can start to implement right away. So there you have it, a complete guide to how you should start getting the very most out of Twitter. Hopefully this has fueled you with some inspiration and ideas to help get you started, and you should be raring to go. In case you're a little overwhelmed though, here's an outline for a strategy you can begin employing right away. First of all, create a strong logo and brand. Incorporate this across countless social media sites as well as on your main blog. Secondly, create connections between your accounts so that some content will be auto-generated. Add some content to buffer to ensure your Twitter never looks dead. Make it easier for yourself to post images and comments with the right apps. Stop posting adverts for your product or service. Start posting about the niche, the lifestyle or the industry that you deal with. Make sure your content inspires, helps and entertains. Provide value. Comment on news and important events. Use the right hashtags to help your content get found. Engage with your audience. Encourage them to join in with conversations. Add new users and retweet their best content. Use ad swaps and influencer marketing to hack your growth and start getting higher faster. Gradually interact with users that have higher and higher numbers of followers. Utilize the power of your real-world connections and work with business partners to access their followers. Launch events and competitions to generate buzz and get people excited. Look for mentions of your brand and respond to them. Consider promoted tweets for a boost. The key is to make sure you're always providing value. Combine this with strong branding and lots of opportunities for people to find your content, and you won't go far wrong. Good luck and happy tweeting.